What's up, everyone? As we head towards our first double eviction of Big Brother 27, it would only seem appropriate that we had double the hosts. So without further ado, we've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, folks, if you are new around here, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm here all summer long, and the fall now, actually, technically. How wrong of me. Delivering you all the updates of what's going on inside that Big Brother 27 house. I'm also covering the challenge, Vets and New Threats right now, with coverage of Amazing Race and Survivor coming as early as next week. Can you believe it, folks? I also want to ask you all to hit the like button. It takes all of 0.2 seconds just to click that little thumbs up down there, and it helps me more than you even know as a smaller content creator. And one more thing.
If you feel like buying us a coffee, send us a super thanks or hit up Tom's PayPal in the description below.
I'm so proud. Oh, but without further ado, let's get to the update. Alright, gang, come on in, sit yourselves down, grab a seat, grab yourself a nice little drink, cause I want to ask you all to sit back for the next 20-30 minutes as we deliver you everything that's been going. See, Sam's doing it in style already. But of course, it's Wednesday and it's become a tradition to have this lovely face on the channel, my wonderful spouse and head moderator. That's the more important one.
Yeah.
Come on, we got to get our priorities straight. I'm
right.
joking. This is my wonderful spouse, Sammy, for all of y'all folks who haven't met the wonderful Sam. We got married earlier this year and we are here to talk all things Big Brother. First of all, Sam, it's been a week since I've seen you. How are you doing?
Yeah, it's been so long. I mean, you've just been in the basement for about a week, and
yep.
I've just been saying hi to you by slipping some food.
Yeah, it's like
under
prison.
the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've only heard squeaks out of you.
It's been a long time. We're joking. We literally just enjoyed our coffee together, and everything's fine. Do not worry, folks.
That was a joke.
That was a joke, just to clarify to some of those people. All right. I would say we've got a lot to talk about. I would say me and you are going to have a good natter, you know, because we always do. We always do when it comes to our favourite shows. And I could sit on here right now and say there's been loads of game talk and these people are playing their asses off and making the Big Brother 7 cast look like amateurs, but that would be a big fat
lie.
Thank you. It's been interesting, but we're going to make it more interesting because it's just been blah. Anyways, a little bit of game talk, but really what everyone's talking about is Love's Young Dream, Vince and Morgan. So I'm gonna you're excited, aren't you? You're excited to talk about this?
I don't know if excited's the right word, but I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about it.
Ready? Are you sure you're ready? You ready?
I've got a lot of thoughts.
You do have a lot of thoughts. Okay, see, this is good. This is why we love Sam. So, do you know what? I'm just gonna set you up like I'm interviewing you right now,
right.
and I'm gonna say something, and you're just gonna tell the folks what you think. All right.
Okay.
So, Morgan. Let's talk about her for a second.
Okay.
Somebody I know that you've got zero thoughts on. Wait, no, I'm going to go specific. Wait, you're chomping at the bit to get those thoughts out. So, Morgan believes that she's acting like the whole house's girlfriend, not just Vince's.
So my thoughts, there's been a couple of instances where you could kind of sense the guilt with Morgan, but like she doesn't want to admit it. She doesn't want to admit she's like in any wrong or anything.
She's trying to justify what she's doing.
Trying to justify it by being like, oh, but I'm the whole house's girlfriend, not just Vince. Come on, guys, you believe me, right?
I was going to say, where's Keanu's invite into the bed? Because I don't see it anywhere.
Nobody else is in bed with Vince.
No, I didn't see Will in bed with Vince or with Morgan. But listen, Morgan, I don't see the body pillow invitation extended to anybody else.
No.
She's not being the whole house's girlfriend. I think it's a crock of thank you.
So there was also this moment, connecting with that, there was this moment where Ashley and Morgan were talking and they were kind of like venting a little bit about Vince, and Ashley was talking about Vince and Lauren, and she was saying like, what, is he like in love with her or something? Is this the true showmance? And then Morgan just goes, You shouldn't say that. He has a girlfriend. Like, that's not, like, don't say that.
I totally missed that. I'm so glad you brought that up. That is insane. Like, the way that Morgan thinks that just saying that makes it okay.
Don't say it. Like Ashley was saying something out of pocket.
It's like now all of a sudden she decides to stand on business.
It's because she doesn't want to feel bad.
Right.
So she's like trying to look like the good guy.
She shared a bed with him and they've cuddled at night. Like, that's going to be one of the things we're going to get to later today. Like, listen, there have been body pillow, what's the word where there has been a body pillow update, we'll call it. There has been advancements around the body pillow. We're going to get to that. But wow, thank you for bringing that one up. On the other side of things, we got to talk about Vince, right? Because he's not innocent in all of this at all. If anything, he's more guilty.
Definitely.
And I'm going to prompt you the same way I did with Morgan. Vince believes that he's never disrespected his girlfriend, Sam. You're about to read him to filth. I'm gonna hop out of frame for a second.
Boy!
I'm just gonna let Sam clock Vince. I'll be back soon. Good luck, Sam.
I'm sorry, but like, how can you in any way think that is respectful to your girlfriend? Like, those long hugs, cuddling with another person, sharing a bed, like basically begging somebody to share a bed with you is so beyond disrespectful. Like, I don't even know how he thinks that's okay. Maybe he's just convincing himself and other people that it's okay because he doesn't want to feel bad himself. That's probably what it is. Or he's really delusional and actually thinks that that's respectful. Which blows my mind. It just blows my mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between, my spouse. So it's kind of on the topic with the veto ceremony with the love triangle of Lauren, Vince, Morgan, but the body pillow was removed from the middle of them in the bed. And Vinny went actually in. So you do Morgan.
Okay.
Because she put her hand over his head.
Yeah.
So I'm Vinny. Remove the body pillow. Platonic, apparently.
This is how we hug each other.
Right?
This is how we cuddle.
Right. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm just like, do you really think this is okay, Vinny? But there's a spicy update for y'all. But now, of course, what we always do on Wednesdays is take a look at the vote scenarios in terms of who's going to be heading home. And of course, with the blockbuster still in the game right now, oh, Sam doesn't like that, then there are predictions galore in terms of who could go home, because it really is going to come down to who wins the blockbuster, of course, with Kelly, Keanu and Lauren currently on the block. Sam, you want to take it away and tell us about this week's vote scenarios?
Yeah, so there's a house consensus, like there usually is with when Keanu's on the block, that he's going to win the blockbuster. And he could, but I think Kelly's won it a couple times, so like I think she also has a good chance.
Yeah, I think something to note is the fact that Lauren is actually going up against the two people with the most blockbuster wins, I believe, is correct. So I feel like it's already a shoo-in amongst these house guests that they're like, yeah, Lauren's not going to win the blockbuster.
Yeah. But, I mean, she's also won, like, a veto and a couple HOHs. So.
And what did she do with it?
Nothing.
Thank you.
But, who knows? She could win the blockbuster, but it's less likely. Yeah. So, the scenarios that the house guests are throwing around are mostly for the situation that Keanu wins and it's Kelly and Lauren. Yeah. It seems like in most scenarios, Kelly's going.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I ran a poll earlier. Let me just get the figures up from that, folks. So the poll's question was, who do you think will be evicted this week? I ran it on Twitter, and you know, it's always a good gauge because you get live feeders, or more live feeders' opinions there when you run it on Twitter. And here are the results, folks. So 5.6% of you guys say that Keanu will be evicted this week. That is on track with what we've just been discussing there. I think he'll beast. I really do. Yeah. I think he's going to win the blockbuster, and I kind of hope he does as well.
I think he could beast till the end.
He could. I would love that. I would really love that. But also, it's like, can he win a jury vote? That's another question.
Right. It's like, usually I'm not a fan of the comp out strategy. Like, that's just not my thing because it's a social game. But in this instance, I'm rooting for Keanu.
I become an all comp out fan when the whole house gangs up on one person.
Right, when they're an underdog.
Or like they've got like it's funny because we've been watching, Sam watched Survivor Edge of Extinction for the first time, and of course we know that Rick Devens is beloved by so many people, but as many people love him, so many people hate him, and it's same with Ben, who won season 35. It's, you know, people go, oh, it's crazy, they only relied on idols and winning comps to get to the end, and it's like, what do you expect them to do?
Right.
Do you expect them to just roll over like a dog on its belly and say, okay, vote me out? Like, no, like, it doesn't work like that.
And also with, like, this is such a tangent, but, like, with Ben, like, he fought for those idols.
Yeah.
Idol finding is not easy. Like, he stayed up after a tribal into the morning to look for that idol. Like...
Guys, should Sam be on the Survivor recaps that are coming up soon, or what? just take a moment. But you're so right. That's great insight, and that's the thing when fans come around and complain and say, "Oh, they only relied on idols, they only relied on comp wins." I mean, you can look at the edit and you can see that 9 times out of 10, that person is having to try harder than the rest of the people in there, and that's got to count for something. Which is why I like Keanu so much, and I want to see him. Yeah, right. And he hasn't got the greatest reads on the game, and his social game has landed him in this position, and he will have to answer for that if he gets to the end. But he is doing everything he can by his means to get to the end, and that's all you can do.
I respect it.
Me too, completely. Now, the big dogs now.
Yeah.
So the vote was kind of neck and neck for a while, but then one took the lead. I was surprised, if I'm being totally honest, by the results of this. So Kelly got 41.7% of the vote, and Lauren got 52.8%. Now, my gut this week as a live feed updater is saying I think Kelly will be the person who goes.
Yes.
Even though the numbers there on the poll that I ran are different, I'm still sticking by my gut and saying I think Kelly's going to be the one to go. But yeah, you want to discuss the Kelly-Lauren situation?
I mean, so I think a lot of this may be people taking things at face value of what house guests say. But a lot of the times you kind of have to read if they're lying or not, and which house guests tend to lie more, and their reads on if you think they're lying or not.
That's a really good read.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if you could say, I'm sitting here gleaming with pride right now. I'm just like, the way you said that was just, it's so true. Like, I think a lot of the times on Twitter, a lot of fans see one update from like a quote or something like that.
It's a quote, and then they'll like take it.
Right, and then they'll see something that says like, I think we should evict him this week, and then they're automatically like, okay, this person's evicting Lauren this week, and it's like, this is Big Brother, friends. It does not
People
work
lie
like that.
Big Brother all the time.
Newsflash.
Right, like I think there were some moments where Vince was saying he'd be okay if Lauren left. Obviously, he's not okay if Lauren left. And Vince is like the biggest liar and slimeball in the house, in my opinion. But he lies. So I don't really take anything he says at face value. And I think a lot of the times Twitter fans, they'll read a quote and they'll take it, but they don't really watch the live feeds to actually see the tone in someone's voice, their facial expressions.
The thing is, though, you don't even need to like watch the live feeds to like actually have like critical thinking.
Right,
like, you know,
yeah.
you just need to have a moment where you question what you read and go, "Is that true or not?" Like, you know, like
you can't just take what a quote says.
So I think I'm gonna actually say I believe that's why Lauren was probably higher on the poll, because I do think there might have been an element of that at play. But hey, this is Big Brother. Expect the unexpected, and things might shift. We could see a vote flip. It's definitely possible. I think it would have to come down to what Ava Ashley wants to do, but I'm sorry, but my gut says Kelly still. It really does.
Yeah, and I think Ashley is going to vote to keep Lauren in.
Is your gut saying Kelly's also going? Are you sticking with that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think the only person that would really go to bat for Kelly is maybe Keanu.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I mean, not even go to bat for her, but like vote to keep her in, probably Keanu.
Yeah.
Because Keanu, he's also not afraid of going against the house in terms of votes.
That's right.
He's done it before. So I
just remember in the moment, like, it reminds me of Vasey. You remember who flipped? Who flipped? Like, it just, that's all I think of.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Keanu voted to keep Kelly in, but I also
He's a wild card. But
I don't see anyone else kind of wanting to keep Kelly in, because I think everyone believes that they can beat Lauren in the end. Mm-hmm. And Kelly, she's a wild card, so like I think maybe the house guests are thinking you don't even know what she's going to pull out at, like, the final 2 speeches.
Can I ask you a question about Lauren?
Yes.
Because I know you said that. Do you know everybody believes they can beat Lauren?
Yeah.
In the final 2?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the case? Like, do you think there's some truth to that?
Yeah, I think...
Every person there?
I think I can think of every single person left in the house and up against Lauren, yeah.
She gets crushed.
It might be a little harder with Keanu.
Yeah.
He's gonna really have to fight for...
I'm gonna say, though, I think if it is Keanu and Lauren in that wild final 2, I see Rachel championing, can't get my words out, Keanu in the jury house.
Yeah, and I think that might make an influence, and I think maybe the jurors will respect the fact that he's actually working hard and playing and not necessarily going with the grain in the game. I think they might respect that.
Yep.
Or they might just, like, go the route of, like, oh, well, Lauren, she didn't piss anyone off and she played that quiet game and nobody saw it coming. But it's like,
I'm saying
she
it
didn't
now,
do
like,
any moves for herself.
If she wins Big Brother 27, I think she might be the worst winner of all time.
Worse than Jag.
Yeah, and I would say, like, I don't hate the guy or anything. He's lovely on a personal level. Want to make that clear before people start getting all riled up. But I think he played the weakest winning game of all the winners. And
but at least he fought for it.
Right, he did. And he's, again, similar to the winning comps and everything. I've never discredited his comp wins. I just didn't think he just, as an overall winner, he didn't do a lot for me. But he comped out with those vetoes. Yeah. He really did. Yeah. And Lauren...
He made moves for himself, too.
Lauren actively said, this is a perfect way of talking to this, but she said to Vinny, right after... It's crazy how she also opens up everything to Vinny after he nominated her and does all this crap to her, and she's giving him a life vest time and time again, but she says, she's like, I don't want to campaign. I don't want to pack my stuff. Thoughts?
This is Big Brother. This is Big Brother. You as a, I'm going to say, super fan?
There's definitely those, yeah.
Which, side note, there's just no way that she's actually a super fan. Like,
hey, did I ever mention to you, I might have mentioned it to you guys as well, that her favourite players are Janelle and Rachel?
Yeah, right.
Get it, Sam.
Yeah, right. But, like, as a super fan, you should know better.
Yeah, you should. You should know better.
Going into this house, like... You thought it was going to be, like, a nice little vacation? Like,
it's not. I don't think you would ever see Janelle or Rachel up there going, I can't be bothered to campaign. I need to pack my stuff. Like,
instead of having that conversation, they would be having conversations with all the other people in the house.
And I don't think Rachel or Janelle would spend a second kissing the person's ass who just put them on the block.
Especially because he has no power now.
He's trashed his game. Let's talk about that, actually. I do feel like this week he has really, like, done a number on his game. I think Morgan has actually put herself into prime position as the best player in the house. So go Morgan, honestly. I want to take a moment to...
A few weeks ago, would not have said that.
No way, but she's done it. She's stuck her claws in, and I feel like she is transforming into one of the man-eaters of Big Brother. You know, the iconic man-eaters like Janelle and Rachel.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying she's of that level, but, like... She's not going to spend time with Vince after the show's done. Like, I'm starting to realise now that, yeah, okay, she's going along with it and it's a little bit icky, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like she's strategizing and she's like, you know, let me, like the Parvati's of Survivor, you know, sinking your claws into the guy who thinks he's running the show and then just kind of taking over, like, do you know, like the Black Widow Brigade on Survivor? Remember what they did to Eric? That was unbelievable what they did to Eric, and I feel like they are, I feel like Morgan's kind of doing that with Vince, and I'm kind of starting to be like, okay, maybe we do have a slightly interesting end game that we could keep an eye on here.
I mean, if she keeps up at this and is able to convince Vince to do whatever she wants, like she has this week.
Yep.
I think she could take it. She could take it if she keeps going on this trajectory.
If she keeps this up, I'd be okay with a Morgan win.
Me too.
Like, I think that's a solid winner if she comes through on it. And then all of this talk, because I feel like Morgan came out the gates really strong, and then she had the whole Zach to the toothbrush to the Vince, you know, the toothbrush definitely deserves a mention as high as the people. Vince, Zach, toothbrush.
Yeah.
all on the same level.
Of course.
And then it kind of was like, oh, okay. But then all of a sudden we're seeing a crawl out the ashes, like a
Yeah.
phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yes.
And that's why I'm kind of a little bit more invested. But Vince has spent the past 24 hours talking about how he thinks Morgan has ruined his game.
You ruined your own game.
You ruined your own game, buddy. I'm so glad we were on the same wavelength there. I didn't even think that before I said it, but then after, do you know when you're saying something
Yes.
and you have that realization moment? But I was like, yeah, Vince, you ruined your own game.
Yeah, he put up his number 1. Well,
Allegedly. This is
probably number 2 now.
This is what happens though when you promise everybody in the house safety and you have to turn on them. You have to answer for that at the end.
Yep.
It looks great on week 2 and week 3. You go, oh, they're masterminding this thing. You look fantastic. You got a final 2 with everybody. But then when the numbers dwindle down, you're like, okay, how are you going to navigate that?
Bad
All the
jury management.
2 months of promises and saying, I got you back. But the reality of the situation is he really can only have one person's back, and that's the person he goes to the final 2 with. Even then, he really only has his own back. Like
it's similar to, I would say, like Paul and Tyler's games.
I think Tyler was better.
Tyler was much better
than Paul.
I think Tyler did very well. I don't know if there was much else like he could have done, but
yeah, it felt like a stump with Tyler. Like it was just like, okay, he played a fantastic game, but I guess Casey played better, and that was. Do you not agree? See, Casey's a great winner. I think solid winner, but I do feel like Tyler played. I think Tyler played better. You know,
I think so too.
It's similar to Danielle and Lisa. I think like Lisa played a great game, but I do think Danielle played better. But unfortunately, I am also
a winner's a winner.
I'm of the volition where if you win, you win, and it's as simple as that. I might not like you as a winner, but if you won, well effing done.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
And there's a pattern of like this kind of gameplay. If you play it like that, where you make so many final 2s and so many alliances that you can barely even juggle, you make too many promises, you're gonna piss people off when you decide to go with another person or another alliance, and it's not good jury management. We've seen that like a few times before.
It does feel like the Paul to Tyler is like the next evolution stage. If it was a Pokemon, would be into Vinny. Like that's I can see them all being those 3 grouped in together. Will be like that's something that people will reference for years to come.
And they will set it as an example of you can do that strategy and you can make it far, but it's not a winning strategy. Yeah. It's a late game strategy.
It's a late game.
Final 2 strategy.
Right. And
not a winner strategy.
Even then, you still it's jury management. That's what it always.
Jury management is so much more important than a lot of people in the game realize, and that's why so many people have lost the game because of bad jury management. You can play like a good strategic game, but at the end of the day, you have to manage the jury.
Yeah.
And
of course you do.
If you're not doing that, you're not winning.
And I don't think he's managing the jury very well at all.
No.
So yeah, I do feel like I can say with my chest, I think Morgan has stepped up to prime position. I don't know about you, Sam.
I agree.
That's your verdict?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't expect a revelation like this late in the game either.
I know. It's crazy because just a few weeks ago I was like, oh my god, she's playing like awfully. But now like she's going for it. I think her eyes are on the prize now.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to fire some quick fire questions at you if you want to see if you can answer them. Okay, so first of all, who do you want to win Big Brother 27?
Who do I want to win? That's hard. That's really hard. I would say it's a toss-up between Morgan and Keanu.
Okay.
I can't really decide right now. I can't decide between those two.
We love a bit of an indecisiveness.
That's me.
It's almost a bit like Lauren.
Okay, I would not go as far to say.
I'm provoking Sam right now, so we just get one answer out of that. Because if I call you Lauren, then that's going to make you snap and pick one. So come on, Lauren, make you pick.
Morgan.
Thank
Morgan.
you. Journalistic integrity, folks.
I think she's playing a better social game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Who do you think will win Big Brother 27?
Oh, that's really hard. That's difficult.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to say between...
Oh, what in the Lauren?
It's between...
I will walk.
Keanu, Morgan, and Vince.
3. Okay, bring it down to 2.
Okay. Keanu and Morgan.
Now bring it down to 1. Morgan. Wow, so your pick and your prediction align?
Hey, I have actually done really well at predicting Survivor winners.
It's true.
So
True story.
We'll see. Wait, I want to check our BB fantasy.
Yep.
We should check.
We should check that. Yeah, I feel like I'm ahead. I crushed you last year.
You're ahead, but I have more people in the game.
I still think I'm going to crush you this year, 2 years in a row. But what do you expect, folks? I'm TV Talks with Tom. Alright, so we pulled up our fantasy draft. And let me just clear my voice to read out these results. In last place with 55 points is Sam. In first place, who'd have thought it, your local friendly live feed updater, TV Talks with Tom, is at 73 points. But Sam makes a good point. Sam's got 4 left in the game. I've got 3. I've got Vinny, Lauren, and Kelly.
Those are rough picks, I'm not going to lie.
That was like, I felt like I was just sat down by a parent, the way you put your hand on my shoulder and was like, I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, sorry, sport.
Sorry, sport.
And then Sam has Ashley, Ava, Morgan, and Keanu.
I feel like all 4 of them kind of have a case.
This could be a last minute clutch for Sam. I really think.
I think it will be.
Okay, don't get too confident just yet, because I am here to win and crush and destroy souls. I am here to win. But either way, no, jokes aside, I do think you might be in with a chance here, and I really do.
I think so.
It pains me to admit it, but no, I'm joking. But no, but seriously, I do. I think you've got a good chance there. We just got to see how this end game pans out, because again, it could change tomorrow night. If Keanu doesn't win Blockbuster, then he could end up going to the jury for real. So yeah, things can change like that, but we got to remind ourselves of Big Brother's motto: expect the unexpected. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Always fun to have a conversation with Sam. I'm not going to lie, it's my favourite episode of the week when Sam gets to come on and we get to chat all things Big Brother. I just think it's really fun just bouncing off one another. It's crazy because, only a month ago, we decided to do a Bachelor in Paradise video for the first time ever. And we were just like, let's see how it goes. Yeah. And then we both came off of it just going, that was so much fun. Yeah. And that's why I've started incorporating Sam in the full episode on Wednesdays now. So honestly, I'm loving this, and I just want to thank you again so much for coming on and talking all things Big Brother, because the people love you. They love Sam. Come on, guys. Throw some roses, throw some claps. Let's make Sam feel special, because Sam is absolutely wonderful.
Well, thank you for having me.
Of course, it's my pleasure. I love you so much, and I'm so happy to have you here. Folks, I want to remind you all that the P.O. Box is still open. There we go. Sam's going to judge it up. In fact, you know what? I'm going to throw it to Sam. The P.O. Box is open. Sam, you want to tell the people what they can do?
Yeah, you can send a postcard from your state or a fun little gift or package to Tom over here.
Or to Sam.
Or to me if you want to.
Sam, listen. Yeah, I was going to say, don't discredit yourself there. Folks, that means send something to Sam now. This is the perfect moment to say to Sam as well. The address is on screen right now. We would absolutely love to hear from you. We're hoping to get one from every single state, and there will be a mail video at the end of the season. Let's make it one to remember. The video will be as good as what you guys put into it. So we hope to hear from you very, very soon. Now, I've got a few super thanks before we close things out. So let's read these bad boys out. Do you want to take turns in reading super thanks out? Let's do that. I'll take the first one. So the first one is from Denise N. And Denise N says, thanks, was waiting for the veto ceremony update. Yeah, I think we were all very, very excited to see if Vinny was actually going to put Lauren on the block. Because I don't think in a month of Sundays he would have betrayed Morgan.
I did not. Even leading up right to it, I actually didn't think he would put...
Yes, thank you so much, Denise N. We appreciate you. And that veto ceremony, it was worth waiting for, because I think this has been a story that's been brewing this season, and I'm glad to see it finally boil over the pot. Sam, you want to take the next one?
Okay. All right. This is from David Cushmore.
Hey,
David. Okay. Hi there, Tom. I don't think Vince is going to win this season in Big Brother. Yep. Because he has burned too many bridges on both sides. Morgan, you don't need Vince. Just play the game and take him out of the game. You're going to need to win HOH and put Vince back on the block. Interesting.
I want a Janelle moment again where she cuts Dr. Will's throat.
I don't know if she'd do that.
No.
Yeah.
That's why I said she's not at the same level as Janelle and Rachel. She's forming into it, but she's not at that cutthroat level yet.
She's got certain traits, but the full picture, not so much. $750K is a lot of money on the line to win Big Brother. The jury won't vote for Kelly, and she is done for in the game. Tom, this weekend is WrestlePalooza on Saturday. Yes.
Punk and AJ Lee versus Rollins and Becky Lynch.
It's gonna be insane. Can we just talk about for a minute that they were 40 minutes away?
Yeah, they were in Springfield for Monday Night Raw, and we're in Greenfield, which is 45 minutes out the way. We sat there and lived vicariously through this week's Monday Night Raw.
They pulled out all the stops.
They really did. Everyone was there. Rhea Ripley was there. Cena was there. Man, that would have been great. Ugh. But tickets were so expensive.
They were $200 each.
Yeah. So unless we wanted to take out a bank loan, we decided not to do that.
Yeah.
So
maybe Boston.
Because that's it. I'm sure that. Well, yeah, we could check that out. And also it's Cena's final show, right?
It is in Boston.
Yeah.
His final in Boston. I don't think it's his final show.
Right. Oh yeah, but he's doing
one of them,
I know Massachusetts means a lot to Cena, doesn't it?
Because he's from there.
It's his stomping ground,
Okay, and in October is Crown Jewel and NXT Halloween Havoc.
Very excited for that.
Yes. Only 2 months left until John Cena leaves the WWE. Have some Starbucks pumpkin spice latte and some Halloween M&Ms.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much, David Cushmart. We appreciate you. Right, okay, my turn again. And we've got Super Christian Mewald. Super Christian Mewald says, remind me of this night in case I forget. Okay, Vincenzo, you Italian mustachioed cheater. But guess who's not going to forget? Kelsey. Speaking of Kelsey, hi Kelsey. Again, if you're reading this, I owe you coffee. Our relationship will break his record. I would hope that if you were, it wouldn't last 7 years. Put a ring on it before 7 years. That's all I gotta say. Speaking of coffee, enjoy some, Tom. And I hope you enjoyed that Angela song. I did. It was so much fun. Thank you so much for finally letting me see that. But if you didn't like it, still let me know. I'm having fun making music with AI. I got a song for WWE Bron Breakker posted online too. Bron Breakker, of course, part of the Vision with Big Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. Are you familiar with the video game Bayonetta? No. Do you know it?
I know of it.
I don't. So I'm going to have to learn about that one. I had her sing Leanne Rimes' Can't Find the Moonlight too. You seem like you got a lot going on with this AI stuff. Okay, I got to go on Netflix and chill. Have yourself a good one. Well, we hope you do too. Thank you so much, Super Christian Mewald. And next up, Sam, you got one?
All right. So we've got Pam Gillum. And Pam Gillum says, thanks.
Thank you, Pam. We appreciate you. Sending so much love to you, my love. Thank you so much for leaving a super thanks. Next up, we've got Wayne Hugh Everett. Sounds like a very British name. I feel like that's a name I would hear in Britain. Thank you so much, Wayne Hugh Everett. I appreciate you. Sending you a big hug, my friend. Have a great one. And then last but certainly not least, Sam, you want to take this one?
Yep. We've got Kimberly the Go. All right. And this says, thanks as always for the great update. My 2 cents on Lauren. I really had hoped that she would start playing her own game when she put up Morgan against Vince's wishes. But I was wrong. My theory is based on the fact that she said at one point that she asked her mother for advice on everything. I believe that because of that, Vince has manipulated her, knowing that she needs an older person to tell her what to do.
That could be the case. I mean, Lauren is very young, but it's not an excuse to not play a good game. We've seen so many young house guests over the years do their thing. Dr. Will was young at one point. Janelle was young at one point. Queso was young at one, and and they all did their thing, And I just think with Lauren, I just sometimes wish she'd get a brain for herself rather than for Vince. She's lovely. She's lovely on a personal level, very, very sweet, but on a game level, a waste of a casting spot if you ask me. But thank you so much, Kimberly the Goat. We appreciate you, and we're sending so much love to you and Luna Rose.
Hi,
Luna Rose. Thank you so much, Kimberly. That's all we've got time for today, folks. We thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. But I hope that you're all staying safe, staying positive, and staying healthy out there. And remember to be kind to one another. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey.
I've been your host, Sam Vasey.
We can do this next bit together. Okay. Good night.